Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast. I really hope I'm live. Yeah, we have this thing again. I need to ask if I'm really live. Last week was one of those cases where software telling me all is fine and great, but I wasn't live, so I have to ask. Okay, how are you? Everything there in the chat channel. I hope you had a good weekend and a good Monday. I think in many countries this Monday was a holiday. So yeah, cool. Thanks for telling me that I'm really on. So let's get going there. 5 minutes. Okay, cassoulet with black. Yeah, and I'm going to say it right away. I'm going to play Gambit mode today, playing sharp stuff, hope for the best. So let's see what happens. Do we get a Gambit style opening here? Probably not, huh? D3 is a little bit too slow to get very sharp, but maybe he's allowing me for quick G5 business. He isn't. Okay, maybe I can get in long castles here, yeah? Which is kind of unusual but interesting. Really, knight to h4. This is a move. Why can I not take e4 now? This is what I'm curious about. Okay, knight e4. Knight f5 or... I don't get it. I'm taking. I don't get it. What happens here? There's a question. Why don't I have ICC move sounds on for the stream? This is the way ICC has it set up for their own streams. This is nothing that I influence. Okay, queen b3. E6 hangs. Maybe I can just go here. Queen b7 looks totally wrong, so it just blunders the queen after rook b8, and I'm threatening rook f8 now. I have the open f file. It's not just the pawn, it's also a nice position. It looks very nice actually. I'm threatening bishop f2 as well for bishop f2 and rook f8 check. There's someone requesting to play the Latvian at least once. No. No. I think I really should make a video on why the Latvian is such a crap opening. So rook f3 here, I guess. Yeah, that looks quite good. Winning a second pawn, and I'm threatening rook f8. So let's see here. The question really is if I have something better, but probably not. Let's just take here and go for the end game. It's really enough, this kind of advantage. I'm getting the knight over to f6 to attack the e4 pawn. He has a weakness on e4, so let's attack it. That looks good. 2 pawns to the good. Yeah, knock on the table while making the move. Would be fun, right? Yeah, thanks for the happy birthday wishes. I got my birthday yesterday, so thanks, guys. So d5 or not? I wonder if I should just try to attack the pawn here a second time, or knight over to f4. That actually also nice. There are books on the Latvian. Yeah, there's I think one book, and maybe some older book, but only one relatively recent book, and it's just a rubbish opening. And yeah, maybe I should do a refute the rubbish opening kind of video. Okay, so we get to a rook endgame now, which cannot be bad. Still 2 pawns. And he corrected, let's say, my pawn structure problem there. Yeah, like to get in g4 here. So g4 right away, or I can also prepare it with rook g8. Why not? That's not a position where you need to rush things in particular. I can also do this first, so that after c5 I have d5. Or here, yeah, rook d8 and d5 is probably easiest. There are two books on the Latvian Gambit. Yeah, I mean, it's really a shame about the rainforest, yeah, and they really use the rainforest to produce paper. Yeah, and for the Latvian Gambit, right? Unbelievable. You can refute the Latvian Gambit. You really can. Okay, speaking of refutation, I think this is kind of pointless that he continues here. But okay. Intending to take now, just covering this. Yeah, let's just march the pawns. For rook d2. Let's see what is the what is the easiest. Yeah, maybe still this. That's for rook d2, and then go back with the king. That is easiest. I don't know. I can go rook f2 simply. It's pretty simple. No famous player ever played the Latvian Gambit. Someone says there are much worse openings than the Latvian Gambit. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Oh, f3 is also pretty bad. Shouldn't do that one. So let's see. Maybe just move the rook first, yeah, to the side, and then go f3. That seems okay. f3 for rook h1 mate. Looks good. Yep, and he resigned. Yeah, that was a nice start. Greco, yeah, well, this is from the 16th century. This is quite a long time ago. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, someone says 2f6 instead of f5 for the Latvian is probably worse. I actually argue that. I think f5 might be even worse. But okay. Any thoughts on Wei Yi, the 15-year-old Chinese gem? Yeah, he seems to be very strong. Yeah, 2725 or something at age 15. That's pretty good. So we probably will see and hear more of him. Okay, so let's see. What kind of thing can I get here? Against the French, it's difficult to play a gambit. This is a gambit line, actually. Yeah, like this, and then g4, which is really crazy. So I'm going to go for that. Come on. So g4. Talk about a crazy opening. Or is it queen e2? I might be confusing things. I actually did confuse things. I think queen e2 is better first. But it did irritate him. He's thinking. When will anyone beat Magnus Carlsen? Yeah, maybe Wei Yi, I don't know. But to be honest, I only saw like 2 or 3 games of Wei Yi that I really looked at in a little bit, more detail. So I really cannot tell you that much. Yeah, so I cannot tell you like, okay, you know, in this and that game he played great and so on. I really cannot do that. I never looked at his games in much detail, just one or two. Okay, this actually looks quite nice for white, right? Isn't this a good position there? If I go queen h5, that already looks a bit dangerous. He can go to f4 though. Yeah, but still, it looks like the right move. Knight f4. Knight f4, queen h4. Yeah, looks okay. Wow, f5. Really? Okay, I'm taking that. Knight f6, if he goes rook f6, I understand, yeah, there's mate on d2, but if I, let's say, if I take with the bishop, let's say, and go knight f3, I can still maybe take with the knight. Okay, let's do this. The bishop is just too strong there. Rook takes, and now this for bishop d3. Ah, come on, let's stop the Latvian Gambit nonsense. If Karras and Spassky played the Latvian Gambit, they were probably just drunk. That's probably the reason. Okay, talking about drunk, what did this guy do to his position? Isn't he just getting checkmated there? I think this paid off. Okay. Yeah, Rubinstein, we did not mention him yet. Yep. But now I did. Yeah, what about this? He cannot defend there, right? How is he not getting checkmated there? Queen to g6 now, or I also have knight h3, which is kind of good. Just getting another piece into the attack. Queen g6 is not bad. Queen g4 is not bad, but let's put this knight on h3. Getting this tempo must be fine. There's a question there. Do I have students outside of Germany? Yeah, most of my students are outside Germany. I have 2 or 3 German speaking and like, yeah, much more English speaking students. Okay, rook g2. That looks like that's actually a decent try at a defense. Huh, how do I win now? Rook g1, probably. Bishop d2, I play king b1, so ignoring that. I can just take, actually. Rook g2 was a good defense, but I don't see a move now. If he trades, like rook g1, this is certainly going to be mate. And he cannot cover the rook. I mean, queen. Nah, he resigned. Yeah, that's simply too much. This is a funny opening line, b3 here, this b3. But yeah, I think it's probably not the most sound, the soundest line ever, but it's funny. Can be played in blitz chess. I actually, when I was playing the French, I usually didn't even take on e4. I just played knight f6 in this position. Declining everything, getting to a normal French position. Okay, so next game there. It works quite well, yeah, with this somewhat strange openings. I don't get a game there. Okay. Someone, yeah, Green Day 27. Let's see. I think he's an e4 player. So, okay, guys, just one time. I'm going to try it. Yeah, I'm going to try it and see how this guy is going to crush me. d4 is already second rate. But okay, it's not the best way to play against the opening. Not bad, but not the refutation. He's blundering a piece. Sorry. And I'm bashing this opening left and right, and this guy just blunders a piece on move 5. You're supposed to refute it. Okay. So what am I doing now? Bishop g4 maybe. Yeah, let's go bishop g4. Trying to win this with an attack. I was thinking queen h4 here, but maybe this is not really on. Let's start with the check. Was thinking queen h4, but queen f2 isn't that clear. Takes. It's not that clear. Knight c6 is interesting. Really going all out for the attack. Then knight d4. Okay, that's funny. Okay, I probably had simpler ways to do this, but that was interesting. So king here for rook e8. And I have knight d4, yeah, knight d4 and rook e8. Yeah, the best move is simply 3 knight takes e5, and white is much better. Yeah, this is funky. Yeah? Rook e8 is a threat, knight d4 is a threat, and it's not so clear what his move is. I really don't see one, a good one. Maybe bishop. Nah, bishop before. I can still play rook e8. Tricky. So queen g2 is what he did. So check on e8. He's going for king d1. How am I mating him then? It really looks like there should be a mate. Knight d4 is not that clear. It looks good to start with the move here. And now king d1. How am I winning here? Queen d4 is also not bad, maybe. But I don't see a mate. I don't see a mate in this position, which is kind of strange. Knight d4 is not doing the job. Queen d4 looks kind of strong, but still I don't see a mate. And he attacks this here on g4. I cannot move the bishop. I mated on g7. Yeah, okay, let's take that. I really don't have more time here don't have the time to think about this more. Really, I was thinking queen was better. But okay, I have queen takes b2 is a very serious threat now. Maybe he can go king c1. No, I can take d2, rook e1 check. And king c2, knight d4. Yeah, I can take twice. I don't know if that wins. Yeah, okay, takes. Okay, let's do that. Rook c1, there's rook takes d2 for queen f3 check. Wait, not so quick. Yeah, but queen f3 is right. Queen f3. And now, let's see. Going to take here. He has got the bishop. Bishop d3 is a problem there. No, bishop d3, and I don't have a spot for my queen. Unbelievable. Tja. Okay. Here. Knight d4 check. Nonsense. Rook e2 check. No. I can check him here actually. Wow. I'm very slow, guys, on tactics. Wow, I won this. I won this game. That was wild. That was wild. Ah, crazy. Crazy. Okay, so next one I have to play a little bit more solidly. Yeah, there's a question. What's the best line against the Leningrad Dutch? Yeah, that would be very very interesting to know, to me as well. There is nothing that great in particular against Leningrad actually. It turns out to be quite okay in recent GM practice. I actually try to play early deviations against the Dutch, like 2 knights c3 or bishop g5, simply because I don't feel white has that much in the main lines. But the main line seems to be quite okay. I think yeah, it was a wild game. Yeah. It was fun. If you win, it's always a bit of fun, but it wasn't really necessary for him to do that. An interesting line against the Leningrad Dutch is with an early b4, yeah, like d4, g3, bishop g2, knight f3, and b4 is quite interesting. Black seems to be okay there as well, but it's not that bad. Okay, so what do we get now? I get the king's gambit, of course. As we said, it's gambit time. And he's declining the king's gambit. Okay, that's not the most testing line against it, but it's not so bad. Bishop g4. Is h3 the right move? There are some crazy lines here. Takes, queen. Is this right? I don't know. I really don't know. Knight d4. If he goes knight d4, queen g3, isn't this a line? I think rook f1 is right, actually. Yeah. I don't know. I never declined the king's gambit. It's just not the best reply, it seems. The toilet variation is mentioned. Yeah, that's the line of the Sicilian. Someone mentions knight d5 might be right. Yeah, that's possible. I really I have no idea. King's Gambit declined is something I don't know. I wonder what he's doing here. I mean, he cannot not take. Do you want to retreat the bishop there, or is there some kind of... Wait, let me check. I'm connected. And he is also connected. So what is your point here? There's a question, how much elo is to be considered a grandmaster? In over the board play, the typical elo rating for GM is 2,500 and upwards. In the if we think about this rating here, the ICC 5-minute, what I'm having here, like 2,400, is usually constituting a good average GM strength. I'm better at blitz than I am in regular over-the-board tournament play. So he took on f4. That cannot be the best line, just simply put. Knight d4 is always a question here. What am I doing then? I can go back. Maybe here I even will go back to d1. Yeah, that's interesting. Is queen g3 a good move or not? Yeah, you would like to play the move, but is it really the right move? Hard to say. And he has knight h5 as well, not just the fork on g2. Okay, let's gamble there. I cannot really... Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, okay. If he takes f4, queen takes, I'm threatening on f7. Of course, he can just, let's say, castle now. That's possible. Or still knight c2. Ah, yeah, knight c2, king d2, bishop e3 is kind of embarrassing. But what about knight c2, king d1? Okay, doesn't matter. He did not go for it, so I'm going to castle long now. The only thing I have to be really aware of is knight e2 will win my queen. So this is something that I should not allow. Yeah, maybe king to b1. Yeah, he's getting some quick pawns up there. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem here. A4 is a good move. So I probably have to play with this, attacking f7, and a4 I just take f7. And okay, I'm in an awkward pin, but I cannot worry about that at the moment. I want this time, this gain of time. Yeah, there's a question. Do you think that there should be another official FIDE title after GM? I actually don't think that this is a great idea to get this, I don't know, super GM or something like that. I think it's kind of pointless, to be honest. You have a rating system which pretty accurately reflects how good people play, and those titles, they are quite nice, but in general, like GM and so on. But I don't really see a point for adding another title. I mean, people really look at rating mostly, and if you see an IM with 2,550 or something, he's probably just a better player than a GM with 2,450. Yeah, the same as rating means a lot if people really play quite often. So it's a pretty accurate way of describing their playing strength. So I don't really think we need more titles. There are those titles on a lower level. Yeah, those like candidate master and whatnot. And I don't really think we need more of those as well. I mean, where do you want to start with? Yeah, knows the rules, gets a title or something. I don't really know about that. Oh, what a bad knight there. Yeah, I was intending to just block the a-file, but it's a terrible piece. Yeah. Wow, that wasn't a good idea probably. Okay. The only thing that's really in my favor is the time. I played some strange moves, but I played them quickly. Queen to d7. Naja, let's double there. The only thing that I have here is the f-file. And it's not doing that much in the first place now. There's someone asking for the Leningrad Dutch. Yeah, why not? This is an interesting opening, and also, as I said, it's just a good opening. Nothing to be said, nothing wrong about it. And I've played the Leningrad Dutch in tournament chess, so absolutely. Yeah, the queen trade I don't know about. My king is also not very safe. Okay, so he's not allowing queen trade at the moment. So rook g3, maybe I can do something. He might take a4 and b3 check or something like that. My position really sucks here, to be honest. Yeah, if they go d4 if they go d4, I will play or will try out the Leningrad Dutch. Some way there to... Okay, let's start with that, and then maybe rook f4 is an idea. Rook takes a4 is irritating me, but it's probably not that dangerous. Yeah, that's interesting. Now I get in knight to b6. This was something that I saw a couple of moments ago, that this improves my knight all of a sudden quite considerably. Now I'm not bad in this position. Oh, wow. I can check on e6 now. And his queen doesn't have many squares. So probably the check is good. Check. And here for poking, let's say, or asking him about the weak back rank. So I cannot play knight d6 as this is covered. Don't see a clear way here, actually. Here there's rook g4, right? I thought. And rook g3, just piling up. Is this possible? It seems like it's possible. Bishop b2 maybe. Or bishop b2 might be on. Bishop b2 might be possible. And now he's going there. I thought I can play knight d6 now for knight f7. I'm still trying to play good moves. I mean, I will probably win on time, but still trying to be correct here. Yeah, I think I'm winning with knight f7, but still tricky. Yeah, chances to play this Schliemann Gambit. Yeah, of course. I would play that if they allow it. They play the Rui. I already played the Latvian, right? I mean, the Latvian is kind of the Schliemann Gambit on drugs, right? So let's see what happens now. You get... I got a good score here, right? With those wacky openings. But that was a shaky game. I definitely were in trouble here. The sodium opening. What is the sodium opening? I don't know that one. Yeah, I'm waiting for a new game here. I have the request out for a new Blitz game, but don't get one yet. Oh, here. Seyduna with black. Okay, I was close to playing the Latvian again. Yeah, after d4 you don't really have a gambit approach. You know, this is a wacky line. Queen to h4. The Steinitz line, which is normally leading to problems for black, but let's give it a try. I think they take. Yeah, I think they take. Then takes on c3 and king d8 or something, which is really crazy. The bad thing about this is that, in fact, it's white who's doing all the attacking. So it's not a gambit by black, but rather a very risky pawn grab. Let's see, can I defend this? Looks very scary. Knight here, maybe. Yeah, Steinitz really played this kind of stuff. He was a really a weird person sometimes. This really takes a strong sense for masochism to play. For completely, for one pawn, you're sitting there and the other guy is kind of firing bullets at you all of the time. Really a strange way to play, but okay, I wanted something else today. Here we go. What is this? If I take on c3, is this too risky? It looks very risky. Knight c3, b takes. Well, it's another pawn. Huh? Or bishop c6, that's the point. Yeah, that looks very, very dangerous. If I just take it, maybe taking it is easier. I mean, easier is wrong, better. Maybe this is just better. In fact, this doesn't look so shaky. At least the d file is closed. So he wants to take on f6. Probably. Let's go just d6, bishop f5. The sodium is h4, h4, a4. No, I don't know that kind of things. It's really too bad. Okay, so queen f4 is probably an idea here for him. I see. Yeah. I'd like to play bishop f5, but that's not really helping. Queen f4. Maybe just h6, making sure he actually takes. Yeah, this, I was thinking that this might be just the best for him. So I was thinking queen e6 for queen f5 next, just consolidating. Yeah, that's the bad thing about such an opening. You're under fire and you're so glad that you are not getting checkmated. You happily give back pawns, yeah, 1 or 2 pawns, and yeah, you feel good about it, yeah, that you're not immediately losing. So queen to f5, if he takes it, bishop b7, rook b8, bishop c6. Rook b1 takes there. That looks bad. Really looks bad. So what am I going to do? Like c6 or something? c6, king c7. He's got d5. Maybe this one. Wow. The Scandinavian opening. Yeah, the Scandinavian is pretty okay. The reason why it is not played in top level chess is that it's very difficult to equalize with it completely. But black is not in bad shape. It's just in most lines it's a slight advantage, but nothing in particular bad about it. So in let's say normal people chess, yeah, you can easily play the Scandinavian. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that if people play, let's say, on the Super GM level, they simply they will run into some kind of preparation, and this is something they want to avoid. What is this? Is he really giving this up? He's giving me the exchange there. And now rook here. Okay, he can check me. So what am I going to do here? I would like to really... Can I somewhat trap his queen or something? Queen f5 or something? Rook where? I don't know. Let's do that. Let's start with the move. His rook is attacked. My pieces are not all coordinated. This is the real problem. I wonder if... No, it's not an idea. Cannot attack the rook easily here. Rook e7 would be nice, but cannot really play it. This is actually trading queens, because queen e1 is a threat. So then I should do that. Let's trade queens. His h-pawn is dangerous, but... yeah, you cannot have it all. What is he doing? Trading queens is the only move, otherwise he's getting checkmated. Is he allowing the mate there? That would be nice. Makes things much easier. Nope, he didn't fall for the mate. Okay, so let's see. Going king up to f6 and go from there. How am I winning this? b6, maybe b6 and c5. Then a rook trade would be nice. It's good that the h-pawn is not super quick in advancing, so probably rook to e8. What's he doing? Rook to a3 or something. Yeah, I can also do this for rook e1 and then rook e7. If he plays rook a3, that should be fine. And then trying to attack b and c pawn from the back. Oh, I'm down to a minute. Okay. So, no. Yep. Yeah, there are many openings that are playable on the top level. Yeah, with like one-off. Yeah, just play it once and just for a surprise value. With that mindset, you can play many openings. As someone mentioned, Magnus Carlsen even played the Ponciani opening, which is also not promising very much, but it's good enough for a surprise in your repertoire, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm winning the d-pawn now, or not. I think I am. So I weathered the storm here with this wacky line. Okay, now he has killed his own bishop there on c6 or on b5 now. Let's see, rook e2, no, then c5 is coming. How am I winning this? Oh, my time. Oops, wow, I should play quicker. That's the way to win it. I've got 18 seconds. I totally forgot about the time. Now when I'm blundering f5. And this, he played that so badly, yeah, so badly. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Unbelievable. Trying for, oops, got this check. 7 seconds. Yeah, I killed myself. It was such an idiotic move, giving away f5 here. I forgot about the time. I simply forgot about the time. This is such a simple win here. I just have to avoid exactly what I what I allowed. Yeah, can just play any move, f4 or whatever. He's just a piece down on b5 basically. Just bad. Okay. So let's see. There's a question about the viewer games reviewed. No, it is not on hold. I simply have a time problem at the moment. I cannot do that much in terms of videos. The thing is, I'm off for a longer journey in the summer, and I'm pre-producing many videos of Blitz chess for the channel. And doing more is difficult. I really have more than enough material for the viewer games. I actually prepared 2 of those videos, but didn't record them yet. So it is not gone, this series at all. But it's at the moment I don't get to it much. So this is the Smith-Morra Gambit, and I think this guy, what is he doing here? Isn't this very risky? He's not developing stuff. What about knight d5? Is this on, or is this totally crazy? Let's do this first and then think about it. Knight d5. Knight d5 takes, it's not going to work. So probably h5, h4, h5 is the way to go. If he takes it, he would probably take with the pawn. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm doing a longer journey there in the summer. I'm going for 2 weeks to relax in Slovenia, which is my preferred place in the summer. And I'm also going to play a bit of chess, playing an open event in Poland. And also I'll be briefly going to the Czech Republic for some chess. So let's see. I wanted to go knight d5 there. That all looks wrong, what I did here. It looks wrong. If I take it, yeah, you can take with the pawn even. That's absolutely no compensation. Okay, maybe I have to go for shoot for f4. Someone is asking, who would you like to qualify to the next candidates? Tja, I don't know. I mean, what is clear? The thing is, the only clear participant is Vichy Arnold, I think, because of the loser of the last. He's the loser of the last World Championship match. I think Caruana is also qualified now with this performance now at the Grand Prix, and I think Nakamura is also very close to qualify. I think he needs to not lose against Yakovenko in the final round with white, which seems doable. But those does not have to lose in the final round is also a tricky business. So still has to do it first. By the way, what I'm playing here is the most unsound stuff ever. That looks like complete nonsense. But okay, if I would have wanted something something sound, I would have started knight f3 on the first move. This is at least kind of funny. It's like a drunken machine gunner chess. You're just kind of firing away and hope you hit something. If this is a politically correct term, probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely in bad shape here, but he has to refute it first. So, like f6, right? Let's go f6. Bishop takes, I'm going to smash the exchange for knight g4. That might even be some compensation. It's not completely wrong. Well, I don't know. That's probably no good, but how does he exactly win now? He can put knight on e3, bishop e3 check, but this... I don't know. Is this winning? I'm not sure about it. At least he's very irritated, it seems. In fact, you can argue that there is no threat here. I mean, taking on g7 is not like winning easily. But what now? If he moves the knight, okay, he goes back. So, I can play a couple of things here. Probably starting with taking is good. And knight g4 maybe next. Like knight g4 for the pin. There's no real pin going on. Knight on c3 is not doing anything. I think I'm playing this move here. Getting out of this checks. This makes many things more dangerous here. Getting out of the checks and then go from there. If my knight here was kind of playing the knight on c3, that would be interesting. Knight g4. Okay, let's do that. There's a question. Do you ever travel to North America or Canada? I'm very interested, really very interested, for chess, but also for the nature, yeah, like the national parks and so on. Would be very interesting. The problem is I really hate flying. I really do. And those longer flights are kind of a put off for me. I don't know. Have to think about this. Okay, this I don't have to think about. Or do I? Rook d6. Rook d6, knight g4. Rook d6, knight g4. This is really a problem. Rook d6, knight g4. Don't I have a move there? That's kind of a shame. Takes. Ha! I think he overlooked that, but it doesn't win. There's something else. I can take e5. Rook d6, knight g4. Isn't there a way to make that work? Rook d8, queen takes g3, unfortunately. This is threatening it. That's very crude, yeah. No, it's not even threatening it. What a nonsense move. That doesn't make any sense at all. I can still not play rook takes d6. This is just totally wrong. He's probably completely irritated now, yeah, about this move, which is just totally weird. Yes, f6. That's a good defensive move. Okay, maybe knight to h3 and then take the bishop or something. That's just a totally bad game. Bishop h2. That was completely bad. Yeah, you can get on a boat. I actually looked at that. Yeah, traveling to North America on ships. But unfortunately, I also hate being on ships. The only kind of travel that I like is via train or via car. Really. Yeah, but okay, I actually considered that, the ship, the way doing it on a ship. But yeah, it's also kind of expensive. What is he doing? He just loses on time there. Now he resigned. That's strange. Yeah, he was so irritated by my wacky play probably that he lost on time. Bishop h2, yeah, someone is laughing at bishop h2. You're right, you're totally right about that. It was crap. Okay, now let's play against Grandmaster Riccardi, and he knows how to refute the Latvian. If not, I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do if he also plays d4. Guys, learn the refutation. It's not so difficult. Just knight takes e5. Come on. Okay, this is also not bad. Knight c4 is also quite good. But the other line is just much better. So d6. Okay. There's a question. What do I dislike so much about flying? You just hate being in a plane. Yeah, I hate being in a plane. I just feel bad. It's not about the plane crashes, really. I mean, this is not something that helps very much with the bad feeling while being on a plane. But it's just that I just feel very unwell being on a plane. Yeah, just it's not the kind of thing where you have to use those little baggies that they give you. It's not that I have to puke or whatever. It's just I just don't feel well. Yeah, I actually have a good position here. I mean, at least not a bad position, which is kind of weird. Don't you guys ever look at offbeat openings like the Latvian? That's crazy. That's really crazy. Yeah, anxiety. I cannot pronounce that. Anxiety. Yeah. I just feel bad. Just feel bad. Yeah, those vibrations on a plane. They make me. I don't know. I hate it. I really hate it. I do fly, but not those long distances. They really seem scary to me. I had flights to, I don't know, the UK or whatever, Slovenia and so on. Yeah, this is actually, take some drugs before getting on. This is actually what was recommended to me by my doctor. Like, okay, I can just prescribe you some pills and you will just fall asleep like a stone. Yeah, nothing happens. That was a funny approach, but probably the right one. Do I have a day job outside of chess? No, I don't. I quit my regular day job, the office job, about 1 year ago, a little bit more than 1 year ago, and started to concentrate on being a chess teacher and doing those commentary jobs and so on. Yeah. Someone says they also hate flying. Yeah, welcome. I really have to agree. I also hate the whole procedure. Yeah, like you have to get to those, you have to do those security checks and the whole thing. It's no fun. What is he doing there? Bishop f4 or whatever. You should have many moves now to be okay. At least. Someone asked, am I aiming to get the GM title? No, not in particular. I'm not really doing any not doing any training program or something to get there. So I'm playing. I like to play games, of course, for my club and so on, but I'm not actively trying to improve a lot to get to the GM title. There's a question, am I more nervous playing league chess or tournament chess, where I'm just on my own? I'm much more nervous in league chess. Because it's about the team. Yeah, you have to worry about the team standings and so on. Okay, g5 might be a bit wacky, but I think it's okay. Queen h7 is the next move. Yeah, someone says he likes the planes, but he understands fear of flying. Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm actually, I blundered stuff. Wow. Wow, I totally blundered rook f6 while chatting away. Oops. Oopsie daisy, as Yasser Saruman often says. Huh. I take h4, he takes d6. Wow. Wow. Phew, that's bad. I really had a nice position out of this crap opening. Funny. After rook f2, can I sacrifice for queen d4 or something? Wait. Check there. Here's queen e3. It's not working. Yeah. What a shame. The office job that I had, I was working in finance at a bank. Yeah, mostly counting spent money, if you want. Controlling, it was mostly. So what now? I think it looks kind of lost here. Queen, if I take with the queen, maybe. He has no check at the moment. And maybe rook g6 is still tricky. Nah. Queen f4, he's got g3. Doesn't help much. No, there's a question about my 1 e4, e5 repertoire. It is not completed. I never did the Italian game and the Ruy Lopez. It's something that I will do if I have the time. It currently is on hold. So, Tja, I'm a piece down, but I don't like to resign much. Let's continue. I don't believe it. He can take on g6, so it wasn't such an awful mistake. Wait, can I trick him somehow? He's got 36 seconds. It's not that much. I can take here, yeah? No, I cannot. Yeah, it is just lost. What can you do? Shooting for h4. Okay. So bishop h4. He takes there a couple of times. Yeah. And rook g5 is completely strange, but maybe still for rook f5. Okay, so attacking there. This got knight e6 coming. Nah, I can't resign that. That's just too bad. Blah, that was awful. And I had such a good position, but rook takes f6 was a good thing. Okay, I'm going to play one more game. Don't want to end with a loss. One more. What do we have? Yeah, I wanted to say something about flying on a plane. Yeah. Okay, that's not exactly about chess, but what I wanted to say is the weird thing is that I'm totally sure I would be comfortable with flying if I would fly myself, if I would actually steer this plane, you know. I feel I would have no problem whatsoever. Of course, I have no idea how to fly a plane, but I just feel that this would be totally fine for me. But just sitting there and don't know what's really going on, it's kind of strange. Okay, that was bad. Rook takes f6 was a nice shot though. Makes g5 completely wrong. So I'm shooting for another game there, going a bit of overtime, but I have fun playing here. So let's do one more game. Okay, I wanted to get the Leningrad going. No, I have no ambition. I have no ambition to fly a plane. It's just that I'm saying that I feel that this would be a different thing. h3, interesting. Maybe I can just play actively here and ignore the fact that I have played f5. That looks strange. Looks a little bit like a normal position, but I have f5 in. But shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, that's not such a bad position probably for black. I have still decent control over c5, so it should be okay. Now, I'm not getting nervous on a car when someone else is driving. It depends a little bit, yeah. I mean, I know some chess players, they drive like they just want to die, yeah. It's just like they have a death wish. And with those guys, nobody would like to be there in the let's say co-pilot seat. But with normal people, I really don't mind at all if they drive and I'm sitting there in the car. Okay, so going for knight e4 here. There are some people, chess players in a car. It's very particular, very, very strange there. I've seen things really like being in the car that are totally unspeakable, really. I was once driving with one person to a league match in the Netherlands, and he was driving, and I was sitting there on the co-seat there, yeah, the front seat, and he was driving, and he missed to take how is this called? Yeah, you have to leave the highway there, the autobahn, yeah, and he missed that, yeah. And it was a kind of a complicated setup there. But what he just did is he just went right into reverse gear, gone back, and then left the highway. I was like, oh, it was insane. It was just like, okay, please kill me. Yeah, it was just like I have a death wish. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. So I can only say be very cautious if you want to. Yeah, he missed the exit. Be very cautious, yeah, with chess players in cars. They can be dangerous people. Yeah, so this is not the greatest Dutch ever. Yeah, he did really got into reverse gear on the highway. It was amazing. It was amazing. So I'm having this weird bishop against the knight, which is kind of the nightmare scenario, but it's not an automatic win still. Let's see. I'm shooting for g5, rook g7. Okay, yeah, I know. It doesn't look nice. Yeah, come on. Do you want to go to c5 or something? It's not clear that this is so great, actually. Okay. I get some space on the queen side all of a sudden. I don't mind to play on the queen side if he allows it. Yeah, this is surprisingly tough to kill, this position, even though I'm definitely worse. It's not like I'm losing straight away. Okay, how to do this now? I cannot take there. Yeah. Now he really did it. He really got into reverse gear on the highway. There was a situation with two lanes, and one lane was going on, and one lane was the exit, and he really got back to catch the exit. It was crazy. But he did, this guy, he did many things. I'm not going to tell you the name, but he did many crazy things. Let's see. So what is this? He actually allows bishop g6 and the capture. Maybe I should have a look at the a-pawn so that he cannot so easily move the rook. I maybe can still move it. Naja. Yeah, this guy, he also he also traveled to the Netherlands for another match, and he had his sat nav set up incorrectly, and it was guiding him to the place correctly, but avoiding all highways. So he was driving through a really far away destination, all on back roads. This was totally crazy. It took like 3 hours for a drive that should have lasted 1.5 hours. And he got late to the game, of course, but still could play. Yeah, it's crazy sometimes. Yeah, I'm also not the most talented driver, I have to admit, but at least I'm not doing totally crazy things. And let's go away there. Knight takes c4 was a potential idea. Yeah, I'm still a bit worse here, but it's not easy. And maybe I can really just take a5. Okay, covered that. Maybe here, just attack it. Yeah, taking the scenic route. That's probably true. It was probably nicer than going via the highway, but if you have to be on time, yeah, for the chess game. You cannot just be there like it was just he was just starting so early that it didn't matter much. But it was crazy. We were sitting there. Where is he? Where is he not arriving? And well, he took the scenic route. What are my opponents doing there? They are really playing very slowly. I'm one of the slowest players, but this is even slower. Okay, I had to cover f4 here. Tja. He's out for queen to h4 maybe. Okay, I'm grabbing the pawn. So bishop g6. Is it so bad? I really don't see the big point there. Okay, it's going to e7 for the check on e6, maybe. But that's not so terrible. I can take c3. d4 is hanging, so okay, that one. I can check him on c1 and start to march. Maybe. Still can take on g6, and I cannot move the bishop because of knight to f7. That's a bit of a problem. Check. c3 maybe, I don't know. He can play queen d6 maybe. This is an... Oh, wow. Takes, queen takes. Don't give me that. My queen has no way to... I cannot move my queen anywhere. I can go queen a3, rook e8. I'm lost here, I don't believe it. And he will manage in 3 seconds. So can I move? I cannot do that. I don't have a move there. Queen a3, rook e8. Really no way. Unbelievable stuff. Ah, I found knight f7. Do you believe that? Okay, so let's see if we can make it on time. He cannot. Yeah. So, okay. Well, this kind of wacky openings, I think, justify a time win there. Okay, yeah, people voted for flagging, so I went for it. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It had some crazy games and some good chat. Okay, so let's see. Next week I'll be on as well, and probably then maybe do something else, not such crazy openings, maybe something a little bit more solid. I hope you enjoyed it. We also did a little bit of overtime. I think it was good fun. Have a good week, and yeah, see you next week. Bye bye.